Good morning, student, and welcome to the online tutorial of the second part of class 6 computer. Now, in this session, we are going to learn about the limitation of computer and the differences between the computer and human beings and the difference between the computer and calculator. These three topics we are going to learn in this session. Now, let us start the first point, limitations of a computer. Now, first, huh, there are four limitations of computer. First is dependent on human. Dependent on human means what? A computer depends on human beings for instruction. Of these instruction, on this instruction, computer take action. What it means? The computer cannot have its own intelligence or thinking, so that's why a computer depends on the human, because human or user can give the instruction or command to the computer, and then computer can operate or learn. So and this is the first limitation, dependent on human. Now second limitation, no feelings. Computer are free from emotion. Free from emotion means computer does not have a emotion. Computer does not cry. Computer does not laugh. So computer are free from emotions. So based on our feelings, taste, knowledge and experience, we often make certain judgment in our day-to-day life. Means we are the humans, because we have feelings or emotion, knowledge, taste, experience. On this basis we can take our judgment or we can take our decision in our day-to-day life, but computer cannot make such a judgment or decision. So this is the second limitation of computer, no feelings. Now third limitation, no self-intelligence. No self-intelligence means computer have not intelligence of their own. Have not intelligence of their own. This is the instruction. These instructions provided by the human beings and are unable to adjust according to changes in the environment. Means whatever the instructions are given to the computer by the user, on that instruction or judgment, computer cannot change itself by the environment. So computer does not have a intelligence. Means computer cannot fix incorrect instruction. If we are giving the wrong data or wrong information to the computer, computer also give us the wrong output to us. So computer does not have a intelligence. This is the third limitation. Now fourth limitation, GIGO. What is GIGO? GIGO means garbage in, garbage out. That is called GIGO. A computer cannot rectify wrong instruction. Means computer does not understand which is the correct instruction or which is the wrong instruction. He just accept the instruction from the computer only, user only. For example, when we enter the incorrect instruction or the data, the computer does not recognize the mistakes and correct them. Means that mistakes does not understand the computer, or computer does not correct that mistake. So on processing the incorrect instruction, a computer is a GIGO, means garbage in, garbage out. Means computer on that processing that wrong data, computer gives us a wrong output. So that is called GIGO, and this is the fourth limitation of the computer. Now next, what is the next point? Now this is the difference between the computer and a calculator. Computer, it is also a machine. Calculator, it is also a machine. Now what is the difference between the computer and calculator? Now first point, computer can work on numbers as well as on alphabets. Means computer can accept numbers as well as alphabets, but calculator can only work on numbers and mathematical operations. Just like mathematical operations, which are the mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So this is the first difference. Now second, computer is a programmable, that is we can provide instruction which can be performed at any time. Means computer is programmable, means computer have the programs. On that basis, if we give the instruction or command to the computer, on that basis computer can operate or perform his work. So there is no need to give the instruction again and again when we want to repeat the same process. Means if we want to do the same process again and again, that time computer does not require the same instruction again and again. But the calculator does not have a programming, so it is not possible to the calculator, so it cannot perform the same process without fresh instruction. Without fresh instruction means each and every time computer needs the instruction. If we want the number of times to do the same calculation, on that same calculation calculator requires the same instruction again and again. This is the second difference. Now third difference, computer has a large memory. Computer has a large memory, but the calculator has a small memory. Now the speed of the computer is very fast. It can perform lakhs of calculation in a second. Means the computer speed is very fast. In that second, computer can do lakhs of calculation. But the speed of the calculator is not so fast. He can do only one calculation at one time. Next difference, computer can by loading the different softwares, different types of tasks can be performed by a computer. Means computer can load in his memory different software, different programs and different types of tasks at a time. So this can be done by the computer, but there is no such a facility in a calculator. Calculator can do only the calculation part. It cannot do the other parts. Computer using a network, it is possible to access the data and information from some other computers. Means computer can take the information from the other computers also, but calculator cannot have such a facility. Means calculator cannot take the information from the other calculator. So that facility is not available in the calculator. Now next difference, it can display more than one result at a time. Means computer can display or show the number of results at the same time, but calculator can display only one result at a time. These are the 7 differences between the computer and calculator. Now the next topic is the difference between the computer and human beings. Means this is also the difference between the computer and human beings. Now human beings means we are the users, we are using the computer. What is the difference between the computer and us? See, first difference, computer can perform calculations at a very high speed with 100% accuracy. Computer can perform calculation at very high speed with 100% accuracy. Humans can also perform well, but the speed and the accuracy is less than that of a computer. Means this is the first difference between the computer and human beings. Now computer have very large memory and can store the data, instruction and information for a long period of time. Means computer has a large memory. On that large memory, computer can store instruction, information for a long period of time. So human beings also have a memory, but however it works differently. Means human beings may forget some information and again retain to it. Means humans can store only limited information, and may possible human beings forget that instruction or information. This is the second difference between the computer and human beings. Now third difference, although a computer has a large memory and it can perform calculation at very fast speed. Computer has a large memory and it can perform calculation at very fast speed. It has no intelligence. Computer has no intelligence, means computer cannot think on its own. So it cannot take decision itself and fully dependent on the instruction given by the human beings. Means computer depends on the human beings for the instruction or command, and then the computer can operate. But human beings depends upon the situation. Means what kind of situation is around the human beings, that on that situation human beings can take the decision on its own. So they have the intelligence, human beings have the intelligence and can adjust themselves according to the situation. So these are the main difference between the computer and human beings. Now the fourth difference, the speed of the computer is very fast and it can perform lakhs of calculation in a second. The speed of the human beings is not so fast. So these are the four differences between the computer and human beings. So thank you student. I hope you enjoyed the today's session. Now this is the end of the chapter first. Now we will come the next chapter on the next session. Thank you.